Hello, this is Dihessa and I am coming to you from Utrecht in the Netherlands, where I got to meet such amazingly beautiful ladies yesterday and hang out with them. I am here in Europe doing events in several countries, in several cities here, and it has been more amazing than I could ever have imagined. With that said, there is one shift around the subject of fear that we really explored yesterday, that had really created such a huge shift in all the participants in the event yesterday. And that shift actually changed my life, and it changed the way that I approach business, and it changed the way that I approach anything in life in a way that it really sped up. All right, it helped me speed up my growth in life and in business. And so if you want to know what this change of perspective is, and so if you've ever felt stuck in anything that you wanted to create because of fear, stay tuned, I will share. And so here I go. The change in perspective that changed my life, and the change in perspective that really shifted the participants' energy around fear completely yesterday, is the idea that if I'm feeling afraid, then I need to resolve the fear first, right? Let's say, for example, I decide that I want to start a coaching business, or that, let's say, for example, you decided that you want to go on a tour in Europe, for example, because this is something that happened for me, because this is something that happened when I decided I was going to do this. For me in the past, if I had gotten afraid, then I would have said to myself, oh, let me wait until I resolve this fear first, and then I'll keep moving. Because then the fear, back in the day for me, the fear will really kept me stuck and really kept me paralyzed. And so what's the change of perspective that changed everything for me? It's been to really come to the realization that fear is such a natural part of the whole process. That was really big for me. And recognizing that fear is not a bad thing, and that recognizing that actually fear can also be excitement. Fear can also mean that oh my God, there's something big waiting for me on the other side. Yes, of course, fear can even physically paralyze us, right? We did this exercise yesterday where there was one of the participants, beautiful lady, and she could feel fear, even in her gut, in her body, right? And so I shared with them how to actually release that fear, and so that's actually one of the things that we've focused on a lot in any of my workshops that I've been doing here in Europe. And so later on, what we did is that I guided her through releasing that knot, that blockage. It's really energetic blockage in her gut. And once that is released, she could really feel her true essence. She could really connect with that deeper part of who she was, that felt like, oh, there's nothing to fear, or that fear was okay even if she felt it, So with that said, sure, fear is something that actually not only do we feel in our mind, but also it manifests itself in our body. So there are two things that I want to say about this. Number one is that there's nothing wrong with feeling afraid, and that even though we may be feeling fear, it's okay that we can still take action even in fear, even when we're shaking, because when we do that, we do proceed even though we are afraid. What is on the other side of the fear, what is on the other side of us doing it anyways, is going to be so big for us, right? And the other thing that I want to say about this is what has helped me so tremendously is that sure, like when I connect with my true essence, the truest part of who I am, it is so much easier to really look at fear from a completely different perspective and not be paralyzed by it. Really be able to look at fear without being overwhelmed by it. Look at fear from from kind of like a third eye, from a third person view, and really just noticing that, oh, this is just a phenomenon that's happening in my mind. This is just a phenomenon that's happening in my body, and that I have the power to change it. What it takes to be able to do that very effectively is to have the ability to connect to the truest part of who we are over and over and over again, and really rely on that part of who we are over and over and over again. This is why I love energy so much, because through energy you can connect with that part of who you are. And so if this is the first time that you have encountered any of my contents and you've never heard of any of my energy exercises, please look below. In the description box there will be a link to probably several exercises that you can practice for yourself, so that you can feel yourself on a much deeper level and really gain support and really enlist support from that part of who you are, so that you can cruise more smoothly in your life and in your business. So that's it for me now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. For now, I'm going to head out to discover a little bit of Amsterdam and then head to the airport, where I am going to head out to Dublin for tonight's event. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button right below this video, and also make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I post videos just like this one. Bye.